Hey everybody, Brendan here. I'm here with another expert interview to give you guys some tricks and tips to getting started. I'm out here in Winnipeg, Manitoba with Stefan Aarnio. We've been talking about some pretty high level stuff, and I'm doing some training and coaching myself, but I've convinced him to do this quick interview for you guys so you can benefit from some of his experiences. Stefan, why don't you tell the lovely people out there who you are and why we should listen to your tips?
Awesome. I'm Stefan Aarnio. Respect the grind. Started out in real estate age 22 with $1,200, became a self-made millionaire by 28 and a half. Today I'm 31. I coach and train people all over the country, written several books. What do we got? Brandon, you want to hand me that yellow one there? I guess we've got 4 books published now, and a 5th one coming out in June, a 6th one coming out, and I'm doing deals all the time, and I got students doing deals all over the country. So award-winning real estate investor in 2014, and we just keep going.
Right on. So there you go, Stefan Aarnio. We're going to get right down to the meat of it. First question, what's your number one tip for somebody starting in real estate investing, starting from absolutely nothing and knowing nothing?
Well, if you're starting out in real estate with nothing and you have nothing and you know nothing, you got to know something first. There's 3 types of capital. There's your money capital, like your real capital. There's intellectual capital, and there's your social capital. And I think a great place to start is by reading some books. Read some books. You can get a book for $20, $30, $10, whatever. Start reading books. Start going to classes. Start taking some seminars, some training, some coaching. Get a mentor. I think real estate is one of those businesses where if you're trying to do this without a mentor, without a coach, it just isn't going to work really well. So go ahead, get yourself a power team, a mentor, a coach. Get the education first, because it's like they say in the military, an ounce of sweat will save you a pint of blood. Mistakes are expensive in real estate, so you're better off to have a mentor and do it right.
Yeah, I agree. Question number 2, what's the most common mistake you see brand new real estate investors make?
I think a lot of brand new real estate investors are so desperate to make a deal they pay too much. I think it's just simply paying too much, not being patient, not doing the research, not doing the homework, and that, horniness to buy. People get horny about real estate. They just want to buy. They just want to do it for any cost. And what happens is you overpay. My first deal, I overpaid. My second deal, I probably overpaid. And overpaying is one of the worst things. And again, that's why you have that mentor, that coach to say, hey, slow down. Don't be so horny. Slow down, man. Don't overpay.
Okay, next question you might have just answered, but what was your biggest mistake when you started the whole game?
Well, I think my biggest mistake was not getting educated. I went to all the free events. I went to the cheap events. I bought the books. And I was a cheap ass, man. For the first 2-3 years, I didn't have a coach. I didn't have any real training. And those first 2 years, I wasted a lot of opportunity, wasted a lot of time, did some buys that weren't great. I would be a richer man today if I started with a coach and a trainer, but I'm slow, I'm kind of dumb sometimes, so it took me several years to figure that out, to get the coach and the trainer.
Awesome. Okay, next question ties into the same thing. If you were to start and you did have like a little tiny bit of money, where would you invest that money when you're getting started? What's the highest return on investment for what if you're starting with a little bit of cash?
How much cash are we talking? Give me a number.
Say $1,000.
$1,000 got to go into training. I mean, $1,000 is training, it's education, it's maybe a seminar. You can't even get a home appraisal. For a home appraisal is going to be like $300-400. An inspection, $200-400. So $1,000 isn't going to get you anything in real estate. So you might as well work on your education. You got to learn to raise capital, learn to buy right, learn to buy below market value, learn to negotiate. Put your money in yourself, put your money in your skills at the beginning.
Okay, and I'm going to say, what's your top book? If you're saying a lot about books, what's the number one book you would recommend?
Number one book for me that got me started was Rich Dad Poor Dad. That was way back, and I got into this in 2008. Rich Dad Poor Dad was a game changer for me because I learned anybody can be rich. Anybody can be rich from real estate, and anybody can buy real estate. So that totally changed the game for me. If you're not going to say Rich Dad Poor Dad, then maybe Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is just a generally good how to get rich book. but it's really not about money, and it's no particular scheme for getting rich. It's simply the psychology of being rich.
Awesome. Okay. And what would you recommend to be a very first action step? Brand new, know nothing, no money, first action step that they can actually implement right after they watch this video.
Well, I think there's quite a steep learning curve with real estate if you don't know anything about it. You have to start by getting educated, go to some events, read some books, that kind of thing. And then once you do that, start picking up the phone and making calls and make offers. You know, if you can go make an offer on a house, there's a real fear factor to that. So what I notice about people, I train people, if you don't have enough education, if you don't have enough confidence, you're not going to make offers. So it really starts with education, and education is really where the whole thing lives and dies, in my opinion.
Okay, before we close her off, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, be patient with this stuff. It takes 10 years and 10,000 hours to be a master at real estate investing or anything else. Get a team, get a coach, get a mentor. Don't do this alone. If you do this alone or try to do it yourself, it's like doing your own brain surgery or your own dental surgery or cutting your own hair. I used to try to cut my own hair and everybody could tell. They'd say, "You cut your own hair, didn't you?" So, get out of that zone, get out of that mode. Don't be afraid of spending some money, spending some time, getting to know the people and the things you need to know to win at this game.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I know you guys got some value out of that. We're going to put some links on the webpage you're looking at to some Stefan's products. If you're interested, he's got Your Best Self, which is a new product I'm going through now. It's awesome. Some of the psychology around your values and getting to where you want to be. He's got some books and he's got some excellent training courses to go through that we're going to offer you guys. So thanks for tuning in and enjoy the rest of the education.